Hi everybody, Jordan Blotcher here, aka the Sports Card Lawyer, back again with another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the power of trend lines, but in a slightly different context than the one in which we have discussed in the videos I've already made. Because so far what I have been posting is great buys that are based off of where the card is trading relative to its trend line at the time that I make the video. But what that means is that we can't see in real time the card gaining its value, or we can't see whether I'm right or not, or whether or not the card is actually going to trend back towards its trend line, because of the fact that it just hasn't happened yet. Because at the time that I'm making the video, it is below the trend line. And so I wanted to make this video just to show you guys the power of the buying opportunity below the trend line and how quickly we can realize a gain in the value of our card if we're just paying attention. And so here we have Aaron Rodgers 2005 Upper Deck Rookie Premier in PSA 10. The card has a slightly upward sloping trend line over the course of the year. It is relatively flat overall. It looks like the trend line probably went up 2 or 3% over the course of an entire year, which is obviously not a lot, and we love to see flat trend lines because they are stable and they allow us to find great buying opportunities when the card trades below the trend line. As you can see, over the course of the last season, you can see that there are some of these really anomaly low sales, like right here, take a look, we have this sale at $201, and then the next sale, $330, boom, $130 gain. Here we have a trade below the trend line again at $242, boom, $350 sale. Boom, $400 sale right after. Once again, we have another sale way below the trend line, $193. The next sale, $326. Boom, 65% gain in the value of the card. Oh, here's another one, $178. Next sale, $334. And so anybody who's been paying attention to this graph and following it over the course of the last year has had ample opportunities to buy this card below the trend line. And what you should notice is that every single time there was an opportunity to buy that card below the trend line, it then immediately went above the trend line soon after. And so there were opportunities for people to make huge ROIs over and over again if they were buying the card below the trend line, selling it above the trend line, buying it back below the trend line, and selling it again above the trend line. And so when you look at as recently as July 20th here, we see that there were sales at $180. That was well below the trend line. In fact, it was right back at some of these all-time lows here, like this one that traded at $178 on November 1st of 2021. So this price of $180 was, a very, very low price for the card. And if you were paying attention and you decided to buy the card at $180, which, by the way, is when I would have made a video about this card if I were making videos on July 20th. The channel's newer than that, so we weren't making videos at that point in time. But if I was, I would have said, hey, look, everybody, the Aaron Rodgers 2005 Upper Deck Rookie Premier is trading at $180, and it has a $300 trend line. So get in there and go make yourself that 66% return on investment for when that card returns to its trend line. And as we can see, only 2 weeks later, it did not take long for that card to recover to its trend line. There's been no football. Nothing has happened that should indicate to you that Aaron Rodgers' card was going to go back up. But that doesn't change the fact that a card trading below its trend line is trading too low and should be selling higher. And that's what happened here. The card recovered to the value that it should be trading at. And so anybody who managed to buy that card at $180 on July 20th has now had an opportunity to make almost $120 on that $180 purchase for every single one that they were able to buy. That is a 66% return. And so you can see from this video, from this graph alone, the power of recognizing when a card is trading below its trend line, what that means for us, and how we can capitalize on it and destroy the market. Because remember, you might only make 8% over the course of the year on index funds in the market, and you could make 60% on this card in 2 weeks. So you can beat the market by 800% in 1/26th the amount of time if you're just paying attention to these graphs and finding these opportunities to grow your collection and increase the value and just continue to look out for these sorts of trends. So I just wanted to make this video for you guys. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I'm looking forward to making more content for you soon. Thank you and take care, everybody.